Good evening and very warm welcome to this special broadcast coming to you from Chennai's Nehru Indoor Stadium. This is the location where preparations are in full swing for the most special swearing-in ceremony that generations of people in Tamil Nadu have seen. As you can see, the chairs are being placed, the stage is set, the lights are in, and NDTV has special access here right before that big swearing-in ceremony. But all is not on track just yet. Vijay, who has received a magnificent mandate to be Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, is still stitching together the numbers he requires to take over as Chief Minister and run the first Vijay Sarkar. I'm Shiv Arur. Let's start with the big breaking news that we're getting to you this evening at 6. And this is straight from the inside track of government formation inside the Vijay camp. We're hearing that Vijay couldn't prove his majority with the governor just yet. After that long meeting with the governor, the numbers do not stack up just yet for Vijay. Remember that it is well known that Vijay was just short of the majority mark with his TVK. He doesn't have the full numbers just yet to form the government. The inside track on the Vijay Sarkar formation tells us that sources within the governor's office, the Lok Bhavan in Chennai, are that Vijay doesn't have the numbers and couldn't prove his majority with the governor today. He has sought time to prove the majority. Sources say the government was not convinced by Vijay's numbers claim. 118 is the majority mark and continues to elude Vijay technically at this moment. Veera Raghav is with me live. Veera, tell us what this means. We've been hearing that Vijay has sought time to prove his majority. So technically this is true. He doesn't have the numbers just yet. He's speaking to many sides to stitch up those numbers to prove his majority. Sources within the governor office are basically confirming that those numbers don't exist just yet.
Absolutely, Shiv, and the numbers don't exist as yet, right? Because we're not talking of numbers in terms of oral confirmations. We're talking in terms of written confirmation in terms of numbers. You know that the 5 Congress MLAs have given their support. Remember, Vijay himself holds 2 seats. So while he's 108 MLAs, 108 seats, that reduces 1 to 107. And then, of course, if you discount the speaker, who will come in only if there is a tie, then it comes to 106 for the TVK. Now, the question before the governor is, should he invite somebody who hasn't shown 118 MLAs letters of support to form a government and swear in? Or should he wait for him to get those letters? The letters could come from the VCK, the left, and the IUML, Shiv. These are 3 parties with 6 MLAs together. And VCK, I know for a fact, is very keen to support the TVK. The left too is very keen to support the TVK. They all see them as a secular force. The IUML is still talking to DMK leaders about it because it's a long-standing alliance with the DMK. We need to wait and see how this plays out between now and tonight, because unless he gives the clear letters of support of 117 MLAs, will him and make him swear in and then allow him to prove his majority is still something that's left to the discretion of the Raj Bhavan, the Lok Bhavan.
This means, Veera, that is the swearing in also in doubt technically at this point of time? Are we waiting for an update on that?
Some sources do indicate that, Shiv, though we cannot confirm anything now. The TVK very keen that Vijay be sworn in tomorrow. Preparations are on for that, but the governor has to take the call, Shiv. Remember, this matter is one before the governor, that he is the single largest party. He's categorically got the numbers to be the single largest party. No one else has stake claim to form the government. So the governor has to decide on inviting somebody to be sworn in and then give him time of, let's say, whatever, because that's again the governor's discretion to prove his majority on the floor of the house. We believe Vijay has offered, when he met the governor, he's given the letters of 112 MLAs of support for him to be the chief minister. Will the governor call him or not is a call we will have to wait and watch from the Raj Bhavan, or from the Lok Bhavan again, I'm sorry.
Very interesting. So there are some indications that the governor's office is not convinced just yet of the numbers that Vijay has, which is already well known. There is no mystery to that. But does this mean that the swearing in could be, held in the balance? Because as you can see behind me, preparations are on in full swing for that entire ceremony that is set to take place tomorrow. And if Vijay and the TVK have their way, and if the governor agrees, that is exactly what will happen. Let's go straight to our second piece of breaking news, which is related, which is the numbers. Where do the numbers stack up right now? We've got an inside track on that as well. Vijay's hunt for allies has been on overnight and all through today. NDTV's political team says the Vijay government formation is a story in motion at this point of time. The VCK and the left will give support to the TVK. The Congress, remember, has already extended support of its 5 MLAs. 30 MLAs of the AIADMK, the number 3 party, want to support the TVK. EPS's leadership is under challenge inside the AIADMK because apparently he is not completely convinced that the AIADMK should support and be part of Vijay Sarkar. EPS is still reluctant about a TVK alliance. So that's the second bit of breaking news that we're getting to you at this point of time. I think Veera continues to be with us. He's been tracking this. I'm going to ask our producers to keep in touch with me so I know who our reporters on the ground are and constantly update me on who we have so I can go to them as quickly as possible without wasting our viewers' time. Veera, the EPS question, apparently he is reluctant about shaking hands with Vijay, but there is a faction in the AIADMK that wants to do so. There was a car of a TVK functionary spotted outside EPS's residence as well. Tell us what we know at this point.
Well, that's very clear, Vijay, Shiv. It's not a small faction, a very, very large section of the AIADMK amongst the MLAs, we believe, wants to support or be part of a Vijay Sarkar or form an alliance with Vijay. But what that would mean is, it would mean an immediate threat to the EPS leadership. He cannot be number 2 here. So EPS himself may not be very keen on this, on forming an alliance, is what we are told by sources. But I believe there is enormous pressure on him to agree to this. The question is, what about Vijay's strategy? Because if he can cobble up 117, we believe that there are 2 options that's being discussed by strategists. One option is that he runs a government and perhaps calls a midterm poll later on and gets a sweeping majority. Or the other option is to tie up with the AIADMK and run a coalition government with the AIADMK with convincing numbers at the end of the day. It's a call that Vijay has to take, but I think there is a large section of the AIADMK which will eventually gravitate towards Vijay irrespective of what EPS decides on this bit. So for the moment, Shiv, very clearly, just putting the numbers in perspective, since you mentioned that, 108 MLAs is what, 108 seats is what the TVK won, right? Out of 108, Vijay has won 2 seats. So that reduces 1, that makes it 107. For the speaker, 1 more if you reduce, it becomes 106. The Congress has offered support, it has 5 MLAs. So that takes the number to 111. With IUML, TVK and, IUML, VCK and the left with 2 each, that's 6. The total number comes to 117. So Vijay is at the halfway mark with this. Does he need the cushion and comfort of an EPS and the AIADMK? Will he be convincing that? It'll be interesting to watch because over a period of time, there will be many MLAs of the AIADMK who would want to shift over to Vijay, irrespective of whether EPS allows it or not.
Yeah, very true. So could EPS be that sort of breaking factor here? Vasudha, our political editor, has just walked in. Welcome, Vasudha. She's just come from the governor's house where she's been tracking all developments there. Before we go to that next conversation that Veera actually had with the VCK chief. Vasudha, very quickly, the numbers is a story in motion right now. Many of the parties, the Congress, the VCK and others, have thrown in their hat with Vijay right now. But the governor's office is saying he's not convinced just yet. Where are we? Where do we stand right now? Is this swearing in going to happen?
It's all the discretion of the governor, Shiv. Most of the times, what happens is the governor has to be convinced. And if the governor is not convinced, that anything can happen. Yeah. Right now, what we hear from sources is that Vijay did not have the numbers to prove that he has the majority. Yes, of course, he is trying out. But when he went to meet the governor, that 180 number was not there with him. We know that he already has 108, which means 106 technically because he contested in 2 seats. Then put the numbers of Congress, Communist and IUML put together. Also, he would be reaching only up to 117, which means there could be a tie, which means the speaker has to take a call. But right now, the governor doesn't seem to be convinced, which also clearly must have sent a flutter. I was speaking to TVK sources. They also know this. They know the conversation that took place. When I'm asking them about arrangements, they're saying that, we need to sort this out first.
Okay. All the biggest newsmakers are first here on NDTV. That's our guarantee. Veera Raghav spoke to the VCK chief first before anybody else about his support to Vijay. Take a look at this.
Joining me now is VCK Chief Tol Tirumavalavan, MP from Chidambaram, sir. Your party could be crucial in formation of government. Are you finally leaving DMK, going towards TVK?
We have 2 seats in our assembly. The president of TVK, Sri Vijay, wrote a letter to me to extend our support to him for his government, to form the government. Based on this letter, I invited our frontline leaders to discuss tomorrow. So after the consultations with our frontline leaders only, I can decide whether support or not.
Okay, உங்களுடைய கருத்து என்ன? What is your big takeaway from these elections? What is the biggest learning from these elections? And what do you see this, because நிறைய பேர் they've said this is a tectonic shift in Tamil Nadu politics. The first time that we've got a third party which is winning an election, getting to be the single largest party. What is your sense? What's your big takeaway? You've been a seasoned man in Tamil Nadu politics for so many years.
Actually, we didn't expect this result. I believe that he would have made an impact, a very big impact in the results. But he secured more than 1.5 crore votes and got 108 seats also. So this is really very shocking to the Tamil Nadu political leaders, including myself.
What kind of a chief minister do you think Vijay will make? If there is a message that you have to send to both Joseph Vijay and MK Stalin today, what would that be from Mr. Tirumavalavan?
We have travelled along with the DMK for the past 7-8 years from 2016. We know very well about the DMK and all other allied parties, about their ideological vision. But we don't know about Joseph Vijay, what he will do, ideological vision. I don't know what he is having ideological vision. But he emphasized that we will not go along with communal forces. We want to form a secular government. That's what we need, your support. He expressed his view that Congress, left parties and VCK should support only because of secular government.
So Vijay doesn't have the numbers just yet. He is holding non-stop huddles and conversations with different parties, including the VCK, the Congress and others. But he technically is short of the numbers to stake claim to form the government. And the governor of Tamil Nadu is not convinced just yet. So that's where things stand. Vijay staked claim earlier at the Lok Bhavan in Chennai to form the government. He had a meeting with the Tamil Nadu government, Governor Rajendra Arlekar at the Lok Bhavan. Sources say Vijay is set to take oath alone tomorrow. Behind me on that stage, you see that. It's fully ready. He will be taking oath alone. But as Veera and Vasudha have been reporting, now even the oath-taking ceremony, some sources suggest, will have to come down to the governor being convinced that it can go ahead tomorrow. So the TVK's hunt for allies is intensifying as Vijay has written to the VCK chief, like we just reported. But this stage is ready. Veera has also just walked in here at the Nehru Stadium. Veera, everything is set. Preparations are fully on behind us. They're waiting for the governor now.
I know. I think it's not just preparations here, Shiv. Let's not forget that there's an extraordinary emotional Tamil Nadu public also which wants to see this swearing in, which is, I mean, I think it would be a little unfair at this stage. But that's the governor's discretion, right? It's the governor's discretion, and Vijay needs to show 118. That's the rule, that's the law. He may get it tomorrow, he may get it day after. I think there will be great pressure on the VCK left and the IUML to decide by tonight. I think it's only a matter of formality that they give them the letters, because everyone's scenting a chance at being part of a government. So it's the question of the formal letter. I think it'll have to come tomorrow. I think there's a question mark, Shiv, over whether it's going to happen tomorrow or not. Because without the letters, will the governor let it play? I don't know.
So he has 117, as you reported, Veera.
But not 117 in writing as yet.
Yeah.
He has only 112 in writing at the moment. He needs that 6 more.
Just break that down once again for us, because I want our viewers to be absolutely accurate on this. Break down that arithmetic once again.
108 is the number of seats that he won. He has won 2 seats, which means you have to reduce 1. That makes it 107. Yes. Now, when there is a speaker votes only when there is a tie. So you technically reduce that as well. So that brings it down to 106. Congress has 5 MLAs and they've given a written letter of support. So he has 111 MLAs written letter of support. You include his own seat as well, you know, for spirit purpose, it's 112. Now he needs 6 more MLAs written letters of support. That will come from the VCK left. There are 2 parties which will give it, but whether they are giving the letters as yet is still a question. There's just an indication that they will give him support. They have to give him letters, and then the IUML has to take a call and give him letters. So till he gets the letters of support from the 6 MLAs, he still doesn't have the numbers on paper. He may have it by oral and analysis that we put, but he needs it on paper, and that's what the governor needs. Without that, the governor may or may not. It's up to the governor to allow him to swear in.
So as things stand right now, that swearing in is supposed to take place at some point tomorrow morning. All preparations are on in full swing, and expectations, as you can imagine, are absolutely disproportionate. But like I keep saying, this is an evolving story, and those numbers could set and become not just technical numbers but actual numbers. That happens. The system will stay awake for that to happen. But take a look at the reactions coming in from the TVK and the Congress.
I can confirm that Mr. Vijay spoke to Mr. Mallikarjuna Kharge and Mr. Rahul Gandhi on the phone just now, thanked them and invited them for his swearing in. He has just gone to meet the governor. Hopefully, there will be the swearing in time will be confirmed for tomorrow, after which Mr. Rahul Gandhi will come.
This is a generation verdict Gen Z has given. This is one of the talking point of the whole world is talking about our leader, Thalapathy Vijay.
There is a blockbuster called TVK and Vijay that's unraveling in the state of Tamil Nadu. TVK is a new party, but let me get you a flavor of what TVK is like and what its candidates and MLAs are like. I have S. Kirtana with me. She is the newly elected legislator from Sivakasi, the town known for its firecrackers. She's somebody who speaks 5 languages, and she's also somebody who's worked with 3 chief ministers, including MK Stalin. Kirtana, first of all, you're the youngest MLA from TVK, and you speak 5 languages. You're just 28 years old. What made you, how old are you?
29.
Only 29. So what made you take this leap into politics? Because you've been a political consultant before this.
So I always been, imagined that I want to be in politics, which is the reason I chosen the career as a political strategist, and I worked with different leaders and understood the system, how it works, how the bureaucracy, it works. So I think that's a good strategy to, come into politics. And
where did you grow up? Did you grow up in Sivakasi? Where are you from?
So I grew up in Virudhunagar. It's a small district where I come from. So I studied in Tamil medium school and government school. And today wherever I am, it's all with my own effort.
Kirtana, everybody is raving about you speaking in Hindi, English, Telugu, Tamil, and which is the other language that you speak? There are 5 languages that people say. How did you learn so many languages, like especially Hindi, because a lot of people in Tamil Nadu don't, speak Hindi, right?
Yeah. So I feel the language is something It actually gave me so many opportunities, worked with different states. So that's where I learned, because I want to express myself in their own languages. So, which is the reason I learned eventually. And I love to learn languages. So that's the reason I learned. And when the media is coming, I want to propagate TVK in different other part of the states as well. Because if you go to Gujarat, they might not understand English, right? So I just want to convey my, what is TVK, what kind of candidates.
What about Vijay did you really like? What is it about Vijay that inspired you to choose TVK? You were a political consultant. You could have chosen AIADMK, DMK. You're also working in the DMK campaign.
Right.
What made you choose TVK and Vijay?
So TVK is a place where everybody has access. Even if I don't have a background, I am there. In spite of any caste, any background, any political background or money background, there is nothing considered here. It's purely if you have an intention to do something for the people, you're welcome.
As a massive film star, Vijay is no stranger to the bright lights and big stages. But I think it is safe to say that this stage will be the most important stage that Vijay has ever stood upon. As a film star, he's always in front of the camera. He's always had public performances where he has stood on stages around the world to enthrall his millions of fans and the enormous fandom that he enjoys globally. But this little stage here at the Nehru Indoor Stadium in Chennai, a legacy stadium from decades ago, will become iconic in the Vijay timeline. Because it is here that Vijay transforms in his first attempt from film star to politician to chief minister. It is here on this stage that Vijay will bow to the power of the people that has propelled him from someone who was reclusive, refused to give any interviews, didn't want to face the cameras, apart from a few moments when he spent some time with NDTV in January this year, to a person who's going to stand in front of thousands of people, his fans, his admirers, those hopeful of being part of the Vijay phenomenon. On this stage will be those who've shaken hands with Vijay in the hope that they will be part of the next power structure here in the beautiful state of Tamil Nadu. And it is this stage that becomes the launch pad for what millions have invested in and hope will be a new dawn for Tamil Nadu. Remember, Vijay has created an enormous sense of anticipation. Nobody yet knows what his government is going to look like. But from this stage, when he takes that oath, when he perhaps says a few words in the company of those who are hoping to be part of the Vijay ecosystem and bask in the glory of the TVK's enormous mandate, this magnificent mandate, it will be one man, Vijay, taking that oath, who will be heard not just here in Chennai, not just here in Tamil Nadu, not just here in India, but literally the rest of the world. A new politics has happened, and it begins right here from this stage. With Suresh in Chennai, Shiv Arur, NDTV. So Veera and Vasudha are with me here at the Nehru Stadium where preparations are on for that swearing in. Vasudha, two big things for Vijay on his agenda today. He went and met the governor. He also went and met the Congress team. Extremely important towards government formation. He's back home right now. Between today and tomorrow, what is Vijay going to be doing? Is he working the phones? You know, Veera has just put that arithmetic very clearly for us. What is Vijay doing right now?
I think reality has finally dawned upon him, because when he started out and the results came in, I think he was very sure that no party is going to say, no party is trying to bring me down. But now he has realized, that, it's very important for him to have those numbers on his side, which is why I think he also pushed the Congress to take this early decision. This is the fastest that the Congress has worked. So they have gotten that solved. And now CPM and VCK have said very clearly that after the 8th of May meeting only, they'll be able to respond to him, which means that he's already short of numbers. And AIADMK, the EPS faction seems to be very reluctant. The Shanmugam and, Velumani faction are ready, but then that's going to take a long time, because that would officially also mean, breaking away and all that. So he has just about 2 weeks, and the governor has to be convinced, Shiv, and that's very important, because sometimes, governors say yes to somebody with very little numbers, and sometimes they're not convinced even when you have, touch and go numbers. So right now, I think Vijay is not going to worry about the swearing in. He's going to really be concerned about reaching out to the right kind of people and shoring up his numbers.
That's exactly what the breaking news is right now, which you're bringing to us. And Veera, I'm going to come to you on that. AIADMK basically split. Veera was the first to report that split in the AIADMK, with one faction favouring, a tie-up with Vijay. 30 AIADMK MLAs, according to this breaking news, want to back the TVK. Now, EPS has met AIADMK MLAs and leaders. Earlier, the TVK General Secretary had also met with EPS. Just describe for us what is going on. And Veera, the question I want to ask is Vijay keen on, sort of precise arithmetic just to meet that figure? Because the numbers that the AIADMK brings would add a greater degree of cushion. Does that matter? What's happening in the AIADMK?
I was speaking to a very senior politician who is in touch with all these sides, and he said two things, very interesting things to me. He said there are two strategies before Vijay. I believe his own inclination is to get 117, run a government for a while, go in for a midterm poll and get the sweeping numbers on his own and come back. Why should I share power with the AIADMK? Why should I dilute my party? Is his focus. But then there is another strategy before him, which is that anyway, AIADMK is the two-leaf symbol. He has MGR as one of his icons. AIADMK is a natural ally for the TVK as long as they keep themselves away from the BJP. Because the problem for Vijay is that if he allies with the AIADMK, which is still with the BJP, the VCK, the left and the IUML cannot ally with him. So he needs those numbers, and I think his focus right now is to get sworn in.
Yeah.
We believe that the TVK and Vijay extremely keen for a swearing in tomorrow, but it may or may not happen. It's, as Vasudha pointed out, it's the governor's discretion because he doesn't have the numbers now. All that he has in writing is 113, even if you include the speaker and his own second seat. You reduce those two, it's 111. He needs those 6 more, and they're not coming in a hurry tomorrow or day after, because while Tirumavalavan will support him, and I can guarantee here that Tirumavalavan will have to support Vijay, and so will the left. Will the IUML as well will gravitate towards him, and so will some AIADMK MLAs, but they need to give it all in writing.
AIADMK reactions have been coming in since last night on NDTV when they talked about momentum on both sides. More reactions coming in today. Take a look.
There is momentum from either side. I wouldn't say it is a one-sided. There is a momentum from either side. But it's very till nascent stage, very, very initial stages. And whatever speculation that is happening that there will be a split in AIADMK, there is a section of people moving up, that's not happening. All the 33 MLAs met the General Secretary a couple of hours back at the residence of the GS. And they shared their experiences of the victory, and they shared their electoral experience of the other places as well. So now the decision lies with the GS. So there is momentum.
Yeah, I think this is a wave which is, in my view, unpredicted wave, which I think the Gen Z uprising is visible for everybody to see. And I think they've been able to influence the next generation. And I personally think this is a good movement for Tamil Nadu politics.
So while there is this new political marriage between the Congress and the TVK, there is an ugly divorce playing out between the Congress and its erstwhile partner, the DMK, which has been bundled out of this government. Very, very ill-tempered language has been used to practically formalize this divorce, including backstabber, parasite, and all of that here on NDTV since last night on the 9 p.m. show. Things have literally deteriorated between the two sides. But the two leaderships of the two sides have not gotten into this, but their silence speaks volumes. Nobody has restrained the spokespersons from the daggers that are being sent at each other. What does this really mean? Take a look at this report on the big DMK Congress divorce.
A new alliance in Tamil Nadu, a breakup of an old one now sealed. Congress's support to Vijay's TVK after contesting polls in alliance with the DMK has rattled the Stalin-led party that has been decisively trounced by the TVK. The first blow from the DMK came on NDTV show on Tuesday night as the party spokesperson called the party backstabbers.
The Tamil Nadu Congress is going to take a view. They are your allies. They are talking to the TVK at this point of time. Your view or reaction to that?
The backstabbers.
You're calling the Congress backstabbers?
Backstabbers.
You are thinking very carefully about your words. I have to push you a little bit.
Yes.
You're calling the Congress backstabbers.
Absolutely.
Are we about to see the end of your alliance with the Congress?
It is for the Congress to decide.
The Congress hit back saying the mandate is against the DMK and for change.
சட்டமன்ற தேர்தல் திமுகவுக்கு அரசுக்கு எதிரான தேர்தலாக இருந்துச்சு. அதனுடைய விளைவாக 15 அமைச்சர்கள் வரை தோல்வியுற்றிருக்கிறார்கள். எங்களை பொறுத்த மட்டும் இந்த கூட்டணி நாங்கள் மதசார்பற்ற கூட்டணி இல்லை, நாங்கள் எல்லாம் அரசாங்கத்தில் இல்லை, அதனால நாங்கள் எல்லாம் அந்த கூட்டணியில் இருந்தோம்.
See, the people of Tamil Nadu have voted for change, and we must accept their verdict. They wanted a change from the two principal Dravidian parties which have been in government since 1967.
By now, the gloves were off, the DMK accusing Congress of ditching allies everywhere.
I don't know why the Congress has taken that step. The Congress is doing it in every state, and ultimately Congress is losing in every state.
The Congress's support was formalized as the party sent its letter of support on conditional support, making it clear that the alliance must keep out divisive forces, hinting at keeping out NDA allies.
Is there a precondition? They can't take the support of AIADMK?
It is, yes. This one is that the alliance is conditional on keeping out divisive forces that do not believe in the Constitution of India.
The Congress support letter also sealed the divorce with the DMK as it made it clear that the alliance with the TVK will go beyond the state government and will extend to local polls, Lok Sabha and even Rajya Sabha.
Today we've won many elections together. Today we've lost an election together, and I think every party has a right to decide what they think is right. I don't have anything to say about others, but of course we will continue our fight.
A group with the Congress had even before polls pushed for an alliance.
Tapped into deeper currents. Youth dissatisfaction, women voters seeking alternatives, and growing fatigue with traditional political structures. The result? A rare phenomenon in Tamil Nadu politics. A new party not just emerging but dominating.
This is a mass gathering.
What sets Vijay apart isn't just stardom. It's strategy, a 15-year build-up, a carefully built cadre, and a crafted political identity. From real-life hero to real-life disruptor, Vijay hasn't just entered politics, he's rewritten the script. Bureau Report, NDTV.
There have been many questions on Vijay's finances. How much money does he have? He's a person who's been very astute with his finances. He has amassed a great deal of wealth. Where does the wealth come from? Well, his election affidavit gives us a picture into Vijay's finances, and we can tell you he's going to be one of the richest chief ministers Tamil Nadu has ever seen. Take a look at this report.
Thalapati C. Joseph Vijay is loved for his on-screen charisma, but when it comes to money, he is the opposite. Conservative, not cavalier.
I am coming.
If Vijay forms the government with allies, he could be chief minister soon. The possibility has pushed his election affidavit in public view. Vijay has declared net worth of rupees 624 crore, movable assets of rupees 404 crore and immovable assets of nearly rupees 220 crore. However, one number jumps out. The actor turned Neta has rupees 213.36 crore parked in one's savings account at Indian Overseas Bank's Saligramam branch. Add to this Vijay's rupees 100 crore in fixed deposits in 4 banks, rupees 40 crore in Axis Bank, over rupees 20 crore in Indian Overseas Bank and HDFC respectively, and whopping 15 crore in State Bank of India. Together, over rupees 313 crore sits in bank deposits. The TVK chief's property investments span homes, commercial plots and land parcels amounting to real estate worth of rupees 220 crore spread across Tamil Nadu. Vijay is also managing director of Jayanagar Property Private Limited, signalling a formal real estate interest. His car fleet includes luxury and utility. His 13.52 crore garage includes a Lexus 350, Tata Caravan, BMW i7 and Toyota Wellfire among many vehicles. Vijay has also declared 883 gram of gold worth rupees 1.2 crore and silver articles worth rupees 15 lakh. A clear wealth management pattern emerges from a close look at the leader's election affidavit. The TVK chief prefers parking money carefully and conservatively and almost entirely insulated from market swings. If Vijay becomes chief minister, he may also become one of India's richest chief ministers. Bureau Report, NDTV.
Don't go anywhere. We've got much more coming up on the other side of this very short break. Also at 6 p.m, I'm going to be joined by the entire NDTV reporting team that's kept you completely ahead on this entire Tamil Nadu election story and the Vijay phenomenon. See me right after this break, right here at the venue. News coming in now. There's big breaking news coming in now. The governor is taking legal advice right now. The Tamil Nadu governor is taking legal advice at this moment. NDTV can confirm on the TVK oath taking that, remember, is scheduled for tomorrow morning, where preparations are on in full swing as we speak. The TVK is waiting to hear from the governor. Clarity could be expected by about 7 p.m. today. Oath taking may or may not happen tomorrow is what we're hearing. Veera, Vasudha, I'm going to ask you to jump back in with me at this point of time. Legal advice being taken by the governor, Veera. What are you hearing?
Well, that's what Vasudha just picked that up from her sources, that the governor is taking leave. Look, there are many precedents of governors, including that of Yediyurappa, Vajubhai Vala, calling him midnight swearing in when you're the single largest party. It's in spirit, it's very clear. It's a question of calling the person to swear in and then prove his majority. There have been cases where people have been sworn in and they've not been able to prove their majority.
Given time to prove that.
Given time, they will not be able to prove their... so I think there will be many connotations that will be put to this. It's the question of where the BJP stands on this issue. There will be many questions raised. The governor, of course, and remember, Shiv and Vasudha, I think the optics of this is, again, while Vijay may or may not be able to be sworn in tomorrow, if he is prevented from being sworn in or taking oath, the optics of it is not good for anybody, because the state doesn't go down well.
You know, I wonder how voters and the public will actually, digest these nuances and technicalities. They're not in the mood for that. Right. Vasudha gets us this big news break that legal advice has been sought by the governor. The TVK, I'm assuming, is also speaking to their, lawyer base as well. So it's come down to this: lawyers, possibility of courts and stuff. Don't tell me there's going to be midnight court drama in this, Vasudha.
TVK is just waiting because they've been asked to wait for 2 hours, but they're very confident that the governor was apparently very amicable towards their request. He said that he will consider them, and he has also basically said this one thing, that he has to wait for 2 hours because he needs to consult his lawyers. Look at the arrangements around this place, everyone, but it's just 8 hours to go for the oath taking or the planned oath taking, but the security cards or like the invites are not out, the passes are not out. So clearly there's so much that TVK and the governor's office will have to do. That's their headache. But TVK is also in some ways very surprised because everybody knows that the people's mandate is on their side. It's just about a matter of time. They've already sought that 2 weeks, which is given to all parties. they're very confident that this time, there might be a little bit of delays here and there, but they'll be able to stand their stead, and the oath taking will happen tomorrow, is what they're saying.
Okay, so is there a precedent for this kind of thing, Veera? You were just talking about that.
Not in Tamil Nadu, but in other states there have been many precedents. Yediyurappa was sworn in midnight when he didn't have the numbers, and he was asked to he had to resign because then the Kumaraswamy Congress coalition came through. In that sense, so it's tradition that when there is nobody else who is taking claim to form the government, the party, the single largest party, is invited to form the government and prove the mandate. It happened with Vajpayee as well. So the single largest party is often invited, and it's part of tradition. And the BJP has also argued this several times, that you need to be given the first right. But if there is a coalition and somebody else gives more numbers than you, it's great. No one in Tamil Nadu is taking claim to form the government, and no one can. Vijay is the only one who's taking claim to form the government. He needs to be given a chance to prove his majority. That is what the spirit of this would be.
Given the size of this mandate, I just hope that we don't have to put our radars up and wonder about wheels within wheels and wonder whether there's some shadow play going on. I need to take a break, but this is going to obviously dominate Chai Stop coming up at 6 p.m. because now everything, it's going to be a breaking news Chai Stop. We'll have some steaming hot chai here, but everything is, up in the air a little bit, and that's in the best traditions of breaking news. We do it the best here on NDTV. See you on the other side of this break.
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
मीठा या नमकीन चाहे जैसे खाओ 100% सूजी से बनी आर प्योर वर्मिसली स्वादिष्ट सेहतमंद हर रोज
Bharosa on Modi ji, an extraordinary management and assurance of courage given by Amit Shah ji to all the people. We are with you.
Illegal migrant, ये बांग्लादेशी घुसपैठिया के लिए ये दोनों पार्टी प्रतिबद्ध है, देश की जनता के लिए नहीं, इसलिए देश के जनता ने उसको नाकार.
भय से भरोसा is the transition which is happening now. भय से मुक्ति is the victory being depicted.
अब आपकी सरकार ओडिशा और बंगाल दोनों में है, तो रसगुल्ला किसका है? ओडिशा का या बंगाल का?
ओडिशा का है। महाप्रभु जगन्नाथ की रसगुल्ला है, रसगुल्ला दोनों की है। I think it will be good to bring back the confidence of industry.
The people of Kerala understood the real politics of CPM and left democratic front.
And that kind of victory is truly astonishing. And I do believe it marks a return of the Congress with the kind of mandate to bring about radical transformation.
मीठा या नमकीन चाहे जैसे खाओ 100% सूजी से बनी आर प्योर वर्मिसली स्वादिष्ट सेहतमंद हर रोज
Bharosa on Modi ji, an extraordinary management and assurance of courage given by Amit Shah ji to all the people. We are with you.
Illegal migrant, ये बांग्लादेशी घुसपैठिया के लिए ये दोनों पार्टी प्रतिबद्ध है, देश की जनता के लिए नहीं, इसलिए देश के जनता ने उसको नाकार.
भय से भरोसा is the transition which is happening now. भय से मुक्ति is the victory being depicted.
अब आपकी सरकार ओडिशा और बंगाल दोनों में है, तो रसगुल्ला किसका है? ओडिशा का या बंगाल का?
ओडिशा का है। महाप्रभु जगन्नाथ की रसगुल्ला है, रसगुल्ला दोनों की है। I think it will be good to bring back the confidence of industry.
The people of Kerala understood the real politics of CPM and left democratic front.
And that kind of victory is truly astonishing. And I do believe it marks a return of the Congress with the kind of mandate to bring about radical transformation.
We're getting visuals from inside of Vijay. They're arriving. He's got some sheaf of papers in his hand and meeting
with the governor there. So inside visuals there, as you can see, at the governor's residence, at the official residence there, with Vijay having arrived along with his team and giving and meeting with the governor, also staking claim to form government. Remember, he has asked for 2 weeks' time to prove his majority in Tamil Nadu, and for the moment, the Congress is supporting TVK, and soon the other parties also expected to fall in place. So yes, Shiv, these are visuals we're getting of Vijay arriving at the governor's residence, meeting with the governor. Quite something for somebody who started a party just 2 years ago, who, I have to admit, many of us thought that, he'll get a proportion of the votes, but let's see how many seats that translates into. To get 107.
Now, Vijay comes from the world of pictures and images. The power of an image is something that has defined his entire life. Now, one particular photograph of a young Vijay standing behind a certain Karunanidhi with his parents has gone viral right now for obvious reasons, because this picture seems to foreshadow and foretell what we're about to see here in Chennai. Take a look.
An old photograph, a hint in a film scene. Vijay's rise to the political pinnacle was foretold.
I am coming.
As Thalapathy Vijay gets set to take over as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, a throwback image of Vijay with DMK veteran and former Chief Minister, the late M. Karunanidhi, has created a buzz online. In the image, a young Vijay is seen standing behind as Karunanidhi cuts the inaugural ribbon at an event. Sharing it on his X handle, filmmaker Ram Gopal Verma wrote, "Kalainga wouldn't have dreamt that the kid behind him would one day destroy his party." Vijay's TVK not just trounced DMK, but also defeated sitting Chief Minister M.K. Stalin in his home turf of Kolathur. Vijay always had his eyes set on the Chief Minister's chair and dropped not-so-subtle hints too in his films, whether it was playing Messiah or Crusader for the good cause. When Vijay launched TVK in 2024, there were speculations that he might contest the 2026 Assembly elections. 7 months later, his super-hit film, the greatest of all time, was a box office blockbuster. He may have hinted at his political aspirations in this film too. A short clip from the film has gone viral, wherein Vijay drives a car with a registration number TN07 CM 2026, sparking speculations among fans who believe it was a nod to his plan to become a chief minister in 2026. Whether it was destiny or daring, Vijay has arrived with a bang. Bureau Report, NDTV.
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला डिलीशियस हेल्दी एवरीडे
Bharosa on Modi ji, an extraordinary management and assurance of courage given by Amit Shah ji to all the people. We are with you.
Illegal migrant, ये बांग्लादेशी घुसपैठिया के लिए ये दोनों पार्टी प्रतिबद्ध है, देश की जनता के लिए नहीं, इसलिए देश के जनता ने उसको नाकार.
भय से भरोसा is the transition which is happening now. Bhaya se mukti is the victory being depicted.
अब आपकी सरकार ओडिशा और बंगाल दोनों में है, तो रसगुल्ला किसका है? ओडिशा का या बंगाल का?
ओडिशा का है। महाप्रभु जगन्नाथ की रसगुल्ला है, रसगुल्ला दोनों की है। I think it will be good to bring back the confidence of industry.
The people of Kerala understood the real politics of CPM and left democratic front.
And that kind of victory is truly astonishing. And I do believe it marks a return of the Congress with the kind of mandate to bring about radical transformation.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा।
We're getting visuals from inside of Vijay. They're arriving. He's got some sheaf of papers in his hand and meeting with the governor there. So inside visuals there, as you can see, at the governor's residence, at the official residence there, with Vijay having arrived along with his team and giving and meeting with the governor, also staking claim to form government. Remember, he has asked for 2 weeks' time to prove his majority in Tamil Nadu, and for the moment, the Congress is supporting TVK, and soon the other parties also expected to fall in place. So yes, Shiv, these are visuals we're getting of Vijay arriving at the governor's residence, meeting with the governor. Quite something for somebody who started a party just 2 years ago, who, I have to admit, many of us thought that, oh, he'll get a proportion of the votes, but let's see how many seats that translates into to get 107 MLAs in place. Absolutely incredible.
NDTV saw the wave categorically, Gargi. It was something that we reported on relentlessly. It was something our reporters on the ground sensed as well. These pictures, first and exclusive on NDTV, of Vijay at the governor's house are hugely symbolic. This is the one of many images that we're going to see between now and tomorrow at the oath-taking ceremony where I'm standing right now. But those images, those papers in Vijay's hand, the meeting with the governor who spoke to Vasudha before that conversation with Vijay, all of it aligns right now. The magnificence of the Vijay mandate means 2 weeks to prove your majority is going to be more than sufficient. Those conversations are happening thick and fast right now. I hear they're happening on instant messaging apps, they're happening over calls, emails are being sent for a record of these conversations taking place between the Congress and the TVK and the AIADMK. Adav Arjuna was spotted outside EPS's residence earlier this morning. So all of these permutations are taking place in real time, and this is the thrill of government formation. Except that unlike the suspense that has been built into government formations in the past, Gargi, this one is set in stone. Nobody is going to dare to try and muscle Vijay into portfolios, try and set too many hard conditions. Nobody is going to try and sort of shoulder him into any kind of decisions. People are going to be very, very wary of trying to muscle flex with the TVK right now, because in the face of the mandate that he has and that he has with him on paper in front of the governor as we speak, this is a Vijay government. Let's make no mistake about it. All of the others who are going to be joining in, and let's be very clear, Vijay needs those numbers. He's going to be grateful for